guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So I'm just going to go through the team sheets for Ireland and England. It's probably the only game I'm going to do this weekend because I've made arrangements for people to come actually watch the game tomorrow on Saturday. So I'm just going to go through the team sheets because they, like I said, they have been released. So here they are on the thing. I'm not going to go through all the names, but let's go England: McAvan, Apollo, Jamie George, Carl Sinclair, Mario Toja, George Cruz, Mark Wilson, Tom Curry and Billy Vunipola. Now I'm just going to do the pack for Ireland. We've got Cian Healy, Rory Best, Tadhg Furlong, Devin Toner, James Ryan, Peter O'Mahony, Joss van der Fleer and CJ Stander. I've just done a bit of colouring there on the matchups that I see are going to be intense. I think the biggest one tomorrow is going to probably be between Tadhg Furlong and McAvan Apollo. I think they're both exceptional props, and with the size of McAvan Apollo and the way that the modern scrum always attacks on the loose head side, I think it'll be nice to see if Tadhg Furlong can stand up to that. If he can, then we really know that he's super world class. The other front row, I do like Jamie George, but Rory Best has got so much experience. So, and then on the other side, we've got Cian Healy against Carl Sinclair. I'm still in two minds with Carl Sinclair. I'm not 100% sure about him. He does play. He has good games and bad games, but I don't know what's going to happen there. The other big one that I see that is probably going to be CJ Stander against Billy Vunipola. Vunipola is their real go forward ball, 130 kilograms. CJ Stander is a little lighter than that, but they play fairly similar. But without Billy Vunipola is going to have to really play exceptionally well. He's going to have to get over the gain line. Just by the way, just watch. I'm going to put a link up at the top here, just to go watch the new video by the 1014. Exceptionally good, looking at tactics and the 1-3-3-1 system for all the home nations except for France and Italy. And it's really nice to see all the different combinations of 1-3-3-1 because it's just so many variations on it and how they all play the different versions. The big players for me to watch in tomorrow's game is obviously James Ryan and Peter O'Mahony on the Ireland side, both exceptional players. James Ryan, he's going to be World Player of the Year in the next couple of years. And on the other side, Mario Toja, he has also up and down days, but he is if he's not playing well and if he's not jackling or getting that ball, then it's going to be really, really difficult. The one thing that I think they are missing is they are missing an underhill kind of player who plays towards the ball and really, really gets down deep and dirty into the breakdown. So looking at the two sides, I'd say that the Irish starting 8 probably a little bit better. I think they've got better line-out options. I think they've got 4 jumpers there. Devin Toner is exceptionally good at the line-out. I know Mario Toja is very good, but I'm just not as sure about. I know George Cruz is also very good, but I don't know. Without Launchbury, I don't think they're the same kind of side. But that's besides the point. In the back rows, we've got Ben Young, Owen Farell, Jack Noel, Manu Tuiangi, Henry Slade, Johnny May, and Elliot Daly. And on the other side, we've got Conor Murray, Jonathan Sexton, Jacob Stockdale, Bondi Aki, Gary Ringrose, Keith Earls, and Robbie Henshaw. I think the major ones, I'm glad to see Owen Farell back at 10. I do like him playing at 12, but he's their main playmaker. And if he's having a bad day, then I don't see England winning at all. If he doesn't get the kind of heads up, play the heads up kind of rugby and finds the spaces to kick into that space, it's going to be a tough day for them. But I think it's more of a combination between Ben Youngs and Owen Farell, and then Conor Murray and Jonathan Sexton. That's world-class pairing. That's on another level. So I think the game's probably going to be won and lost in those positions. Besides, going forward and breakdowns and all that, I just think the two serious playmakers, 9 and 10 on both sides, are just it's going to be the big talking point. The other one's obviously the 12s. Bondi Aki, I really like him for his go forward ball. Manu Tuiangi, he hasn't played for quite a while at this level. And then I like Elliot Daly, but Robbie Henshaw is just on another level fullback. I've been watching him, and the guy he's smart. Almost Ben Smith level, very, very close. And I say that's a compliment. You know, Ben Smith's on an ultimate another level, but Robbie Henshaw is exceptionally good. Because I was watching the videos at the 10-14, and I've been watching it quite a lot lately, and it looks like the Irish play like they play one person in the backfield, you know, with your line of defence, and they have one in the backfield. There's a lot of other teams have you'll have your back three, and then there'll be two back, and then they just seem like a pendulum, which I think England play a lot more. But that 10-14 video, they go through that whole thing on the kind of weaknesses, and I do think that little chips over the defence might be the way for England to go forward against Ireland. But you know, Ireland they're exceptionally good. They're going to figure it out. So coming off the bench, there was also both really good benches. I think just looking at, I'm not a big fan of the front three or the replacement props and hookers for England. I'm not 100% sure about them, but yeah, I think they've got some serious attacking players in the back. I think Chris Ashton's on another level. Nathan Hughes is also exceptionally good for that go forward kind of ball. You know, if Billy can literally play 55 minutes flat out, absolutely flat out, then Nathan Hughes can come on after that and play at that same kind of pace, because Peter O'Mahony, Josh van der Fleer and CJ Stunner have exceptional engines. Tom Curry, I know normally it's his brother that plays, but yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be an interesting game. Looking at the team sheets, looking at what I'm looking at, and I still think Ireland are going to win. It's going to be a tough game. England are going to go back to what they know best, which is tough, hard, hit as hard as you want kind of rugby, playing directly in your face. But there is a way of defending against that, and you just got to be brave. You know, the guys just got to be brave. You know, just take the tackles. You know, just go into contact and just accept that you're going to be hit hard, and that's the way to beat that kind of attack. Coming to the back lines, if like I said, if Owen Farell, if he has a bad day, I don't think England are going to win. But listen, guys, that's the team sheets. It's obviously going to be my game of the weekend that I'm looking forward to. I'll probably have a bra beforehand, have some friends over, have a few beers, and then we'll watch the game. Really nice way to watch a game, you know, just have some friends over and go, everyone must do it, you know, have some friends over, watch the game. And the beauty of this is that I've got no vested interest in either one of these teams winning. It really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. For me, I know it means a lot to a lot of people, so I'm just looking forward to watching it for just pure entertainment value. Listen, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and chat to you soon. Cheers, bye.